What's up guys, Shane Starnes here, and spring is simultaneously my favorite season of the year and also my least favorite season of the year. My city, Mobile, Alabama, is known for the azaleas that bloom during the springtime. They have the most vibrant colors of really any flower that I've seen. Pinks, purples, reds, and they just look amazing. The one thing that stinks though is that they send out pollen everywhere. Not only the azaleas, but the pine trees and plenty of other plants around here that are in bloom put out lots and lots of pollen. And my family deals with allergies, so that same yellow film that develops on top of our car, that stuff is brought into the house as well through the air conditioning system. We also have pets which cause allergens for friends and family members, so having a high-powered air purifier is paramount in my home. My wife definitely struggles with allergies more, to the point where she's had pneumonia in the past because of her allergies. My son also deals with terrible allergies, and if the air quality in our home is not kept up to par, he constantly has a runny nose and watery eyes. I'm also the type of guy that loves white noise when I try to sleep, so we have fans in every room of the house for that specific reason, and I also just love a bit of extra air, even when the AC's turned on, to keep the room temperature even cooler. Dreo recently reached out to me to see if I could test out their air purifier tower fan. This is a 2-in-1 solution which covers both needs in my home, a air purifier and a tower fan. They're so confident in the value of their setup that they actually wanted me to test this against a Dyson fan air purifier, which is twice as expensive. Dreo's Purifier Tower Fan is the industry's first dual motor purifier tower fan. With the Dyson unit, if you want air purification, you're gonna have to have the fan turned on as well. With the Dreo Purifier Tower Fan, you can actually have the purification without the fan turned on. This is great for the winter months where you don't necessarily want cool air blowing on you, but you still want to use that air purification. And there's just more customization here, as you can have a higher or lower fan speed regardless of the purification power that you have set. Comparing the design of these side by side, I personally prefer the design of the Dyson unit. I just think it looks more futuristic. That being said, the design of the Dreo fan is also really good, and I could place this anywhere in my house and it would definitely fit in. While I do prefer the Dyson's design overall, I don't think it's worth double the price just for that aspect alone. So we'll take a look at some of the other more important functions. When we compare these two units side by side, the Dreo has about double the fan speed. You can definitely see how much pure air these move with this non-scientific pom-pom demonstration. And with the anemometer, you can see the actual air movement from each of these fans, and the Dreo definitely comes out on top here. You can feel the difference. So if you stand in front of each of these fans, the Dreo is definitely putting out a more powerful wind speed. The wind distance is also about double with the Dreo fan. Both of these do deliver pretty powerful wind when you're standing right in front of them, but the further you back up, the more you're going to be able to still feel the Dreo fan versus the Dyson fan. When you're at about 10 feet away from the Dyson fan, you kind of stop to feel the wind, and you can go up to 20 or 25 feet and still feel the wind blowing from the Dreo. Both fans oscillate, with the Dyson being able to oscillate almost 360 degrees at 350 degrees. So no matter where you put this, if you put it in the center of the room, it's going to be able to deliver wind in all directions. The Dreo, on the other hand, has 120 degrees of oscillation. If you're putting this against a wall, you don't really need that 350 degrees of oscillation. I'm probably going to have mine against the wall, so the 120 degrees of oscillation is still going to deliver that maximum wind throughout the entire room. Both the Dreo and the Dyson have very powerful air filtration, and there's almost no difference here. These are both using true HEPA filters with an H13 HEPA. Both are able to eliminate 99.97% of particles larger than 0.3 microliters, so this will be great for pet dander, pollen, and purify the air. The main difference here with the Dreo is that you can adjust the purification levels independently from the fan speed. You can do that on top of the unit itself or from within the application. There are definitely plenty of options to control this unit, and it just gives you that extra bit of customization, being able to control filtration and wind speed independently. And while both of these have very good air filtration systems, one small note that's worth mentioning here is that the Dyson air sensor is at the bottom of the unit, so it's monitoring the air closer to your feet, while the Dreo unit has its air sensor up top, which means it is monitoring the air that's closer to your nose and mouth, which is really more important. And of course, the standout difference between the Dreo and the Dyson units is the price. With the Dreo unit coming in at just under $300, it's less than half the price of the Dyson unit. I don't really see any benefits justifying the price difference with the Dyson. If you just prefer the design over the Dreo design, then maybe that's enough for you. But for me, I really do prefer performance over design, and I think that overall the Dreo has the better performance. In the end, of course, you'll have to make the best decision for you and your family, but with the increased wind speed and power, with the best in class air filtration, and all the additional controls that you get within the application, and that ability to control the air purification and wind speed independently, I think it's going to be very hard to beat the Dreo air purification tower fan. I'll leave a link in the description where you can find out more information about the Dreo air purification tower fan. Right now there's a pre-order coupon available, and you can use my code to get an additional $39 off the cost of the Dreo air purification tower fan. So definitely be sure to use the link in the description when you place your order. That about wraps it up for this video. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.